coming back to school with me. We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, my name is Craig Thompson Wood. I'm the board game teacher. Thanks for coming to my games room. Today we're taking a look at Safari Hide and Seek by Smart Games. Now, Smart Games is actually a company that is new to me. I hadn't actually known about this game until I got my hands on this one here. So this is something I definitely want to check out more of. I've looked on their website. They seem to have a whole range of games which are, academically based and educationally based. So definitely something that I'm interested in and interested in doing on the channel. So if Smart Games, if you see this and would like to get in touch with me, absolutely, I'd love to do more with your work, and I'll also be looking to where I can get some of your games as well to do on your do on the channel here. And what I'll also do is I'll put a link to Smart Games website below. So if you think that this is something that would interest you, I'll direct you to them, and then you can look on their website and see what they have as well. So look at the report card for Safari Hide and Seek. I'm going to give the number of players a C-. Now I give it the C- because it could potentially have more than one player playing it at one time, but it's the kind of game where it's not, I think people are just going to try to take over things, and it's where you're putting the pieces down and you're trying to organize and figure something out. It's not so much a discussion and things. It's going to be one person trying to dominate something. Oh, no, put this one here, and they're going to want to do it. So I think with more than one person, it can actually probably be, in my opinion, a little bit problematic. It's a great game for people playing individually, a nice little solo thing, so to keep somebody entertained, engaged with something that's fun and educational and problem solving, developing some skills that would normally be developed in other kinds of games. So I think that there's potential, but not for multiple players. So for that, the C-. For learning, I'm going to give the game a B+. What it does very well. It's sort of limited in its scope. It doesn't involve a lot of reading, doesn't involve a lot of numeration and things, but what it does do is this whole thing with numeration, visually understanding what you have there and how you might manipulate the pieces to achieve your end. And I know it's difficult to understand what I mean right now. It sounds a bit vague, but just watch the part where I show you how to play the game and it'll all make sense, trust me. For this whole visual spatial reasoning and things, it's going to be a great game for developing that kind of skill, which is a tough one to develop in other games. So the fact that this one does it so well makes it something that is, in my opinion, something to really consider to have in your collection. For fun, I give the game a B. I think this is the kind of game I really enjoy. I enjoy this kind of puzzle, problem-solving kind of thing, and it's the kind of thing that you're going to just be able to pick up and put down. Different levels of modes of difficulty, so people of younger ages can enjoy it, because it says for ages 7+. So I know for people at 7 years old, they can figure out some of the easier ones. But for people who enjoy more of a challenge, maybe even some older kids or even young adults who are young at heart, may enjoy playing this game to challenge themselves to see if they can figure out some of the tougher problems on it. For time, I give the game an A+. There's really not a lot to this game in terms of the setup and the strike and everything like that, and it's the kind of game too that you play as long as you want to play it. There's no definitive end or beginning point. It's just going to play till you're done, until until either your time runs out when you're playing it, like if you're doing the classroom setting or a recess, or if you're playing at home, then you just kind of play till you don't want to do it anymore, and if you have to go somewhere. Again, there's the main thing in four pieces. That's going to be it. So for cost, I'm going to give the game a B. Right now, the only place I can really find it is either on the website, which is in Europe, so it's not going to be anything feasible for between the exchange rate between the euro to the Canadian dollar, and then the shipping and everything is just going to be too much. But I have found copies of the game on Amazon for like $22. Now I can talk to Level Up Games and see if they can get it in stock and maybe get it for about that price. But for $22, I think that's a really good price for a game like this, because the pieces are very durable, very strong, and then there's like not a lot there to be lost or anything like that. So this is the kind of game that is going to last, and it's going to, as I say, be adjustable between different age ranges, starting at 7, as they say here, and it could go to depending on how high the challenges are for the person who's playing, it could go for quite a while. So it's a great game that's I think for a very reasonable price. Now, I just also want to say too that this is the Safari hide and seek. They also have jungle hide and seek and different themes as well. So if you're looking into this kind of game and maybe interested in it, then do look to Smart Games for maybe alternative versions as well. So let me take it to the table and I'll show you how it's played. So here is the box for Safari hide and seek. And as I say, it's a very sturdy plastic, and this thing here just slides off like so. And then what you have in here is you have your booklet, and then these 4 pieces, and that is the entirety of the game, of what you're going to find in here. Let's adjust this back up. So as you go through the book, there's going to be different levels of difficulties. So as it says here, starters. The puzzles numbered 1 to 12 are starters, and they're marked in green. Junior, 13 to 24, all the way to master, and they're going to be color coded at the bottom and sort of things. So what it's doing as you go through is you're looking to match the numbers that it's showing. So here with the starter, challenge 1, you have to get 5 elephants using the pieces. Now they show you the configuration of the pieces, so you know that this U shape is going like this. And this shape called the H is like this. Well, the lowercase h and the capital H is like this. And this one is like that. Okay, so then you're going to put them in, and you have to have only 5 elephants showing at the end. So if I do like this, you see I have 1 elephant there, and then 1 elephant there, and 2 elephants there, and 1 elephant there. So I've completed it. So this is the solution to the puzzle, because I have only 5 elephants showing now that I put the pieces in. Now if I did something, I don't know if I can do it with this one. Let's just try the next one. I know one of them kind of gave me a bit of a slip. So let's try this one here with the 5 antelopes. So okay, well, actually this isn't working because I'm showing a lion here. It's supposed to be like that. There you go. So there's 5 antelopes. If I'd had it that it only had 4 antelopes showing, because the solution said that there's 5, I have to be making sure that I'm matching the number that's on there with the number that are actually showing on the thing. And you see, as you get to the higher levels, you're not going to be seeing the configuration of the pieces. You just have to figure it out for yourself. Plus, you're going to be mixing up different types of animals. So only 1 rhino, only 1 elephant, and only 1 antelope showing, all the way up to your master levels, which are going to be like 4 and 4. And on the back of each side too, it's going to show you the solution. So in case you get stumped, then you can always look to that for the answer. And that is how you play Safari hide and seek. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. If you have any questions about Safari hide and seek, or if you have any other questions about Smart Games, or maybe suggestions for other game publishers that you haven't seen on the channel before, but have some great games out there that maybe you would like to see me do on this channel, please leave me a message in the comment section below. If you have any other ideas for topics you might like me to talk about, then again, leave me a message in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Craig Thompson-Wood, the board game teacher, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school?